Imagine this.
5.
Check out that new angle here, ladies and
4.
Sir, let's see which one of these
3. 2.
ready to go down the track.
1.
Go down the track. You can see already some struggling. This is not like any other Dragon release that I've ever seen there. And what is going on with Camden? Already taking the lead out there. You can see he gets some huge momentum. He gets some big track. Can he prove himself there? Gravedigger having some issues there, and they can see that ThunderROARus is in the lead right there. See that they're ready to down the track. You see they're neck and neck. All right, so here is the track ready to go. You can see Iron Man and El Toro Loco. Iron Man almost falls off the track. Hey, see that Jamie Sullivan gets the early lead, but look at her. She makes a perfect one by a male driver for this one. You can see that they're both here. You can see that they're both ready to go, and you can see John Hartsock with the save. He tries to make it, but he fails, and he fails miserably. Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Diecast Reviews. Today we got the Series 35 double packs ready to be unboxed. As you can see right in front of your eyes, we have the doubles mix that I have been waiting to review for a while. And these have been found just recently, but then there is another double pack mix that is going to be very exciting to review, and I'm pretty sure you've all seen pictures of people finding that specific truck, or two specific trucks actually. There are two double packs in that set that include two specific trucks that people have been waiting for a long time, is what I would say. But today we're going to review this double pack series, or at least half of these double packs from Series 35. As you can see, we have right on this side right here, we have the white CATastrophie versus the Mutt Husky. Now, this is the first time we've seen Mutt Husky ever release in a while. The last time Mutt Husky made its appearance in diecast form was back in 2021 in the singles. And of course, we can't forget about the left side of the double pack. We have ThunderROARus versus Terminal Velocity. Finally, long last, we have Terminal Velocity. It's been years and we've been waiting for a Terminal diecast until now, and there is a meaning behind it, but we'll dive into that later on. But first, let's take a look at the very first double pack for us to review, and that is the white CATastrophie versus Mutt Husky. I'm gonna shed the lighting here a little bit more so you guys can see it. There we go. This is much better. I'm using a lamp for now because my ring light is broken and I'm gonna have to get a new one. But here is white CATastrophie against Mutt Husky. Now, if we take a look at the back side of this double pack series, it does feature more trucks that I did not collect. So here is the white CATastrophie and Mutt Husky, this double pack right here, and then the ThunderROARus against Terminal Velocity double pack right here. But there are some two other ones that I did not collect. This is personally the peg warmer of this mix, Megalodon against Octanator, but a re-release of Octanator for those who didn't grab it. And then we have Racing Stripes against Sparkle Smash. These are, not the best, but if you want to grab Racing Stripes, if you do not have it, might as well grab it as soon as you can. But yeah, Series 35 of the double packs is right here, which means Series 36 is starting to reach stores, and just about now at the time of this recording. But that is a double pack that I'm going to be looking for as well. It features two specific trucks that people have been grabbing a lot. So we're going to start with this double pack, the white CATastrophie against Mutt Husky. Without further delay, let's unbox them at last. Kind of hit the camera by accident, but here are the logos for CATastrophie and Mutt Husky. Just wanted to show you that. And the rendering, I'm pretty sure if you saw it before I unboxed it, it was pretty nice to see the white CATastrophie and Mutt Husky in action. So here we have Husky and CATastrophie. There's a little plastic piece here. So we have a lot to talk about white CATastrophie. But before that, let's review a certain truck that hasn't made its release in a long time, and that is Mutt Husky. As you can see, I'm gonna remove my camera down so you guys can see Husky, but here it is. Here's Husky. Now, like I said, Husky hasn't made its diecast appearance since 2021 in the singles line, and as you can see, this is pretty much a re-release of Mutt Husky. You may have noticed the tail, or a part of the tail for Husky is colored white instead of this color right here. If I can get up and grab Husky for a moment, I'll show you what I mean by differences in this truck. So here is here's the Husky that I currently run on, and this is the new one right here. As you can see the tails are exactly different. This one has a darker grayish color, and this one is just all pure white. And I think there's another difference here with the truck. I don't think it is, but let's take a look at the front, or at least the roof part of it. Oh yeah, the letters on here are bolder than the ones here. This one is the old release. The lettering is bolder and this one is lighter. And then the printing looks exactly the same. Yes, they're exactly the same. They're not too similar. I mean, the only big difference is the tail tip being a different color, or this part of the tail being purely white instead of a grayish detailed color. But yeah, there is Husky right here. It runs on a cyan blue chassis with a blue roll cage, blue wheels, and a cyan or turquoise tires. It's pretty much it for Husky, other than the fact that it does feature the yellow Monster Jam logo right to the side. That's pretty much all for Husky, and there's really nothing much to it other than it's a re-release, making this truck pretty rare. So we might see another re-release of Husky, not until like a few years or so. I don't know. They have a weird pattern of releasing certain trucks frequently, and it makes Husky more rare. But let's move on to the other truck in this double pack, that is the white CATastrophe. Now, do not confuse yourselves with CATastrophe, or this version of CATastrophe, as many people believe that this is a take on Little Tiger. Now, personally, it's in between. I would say it's not really a interpretation of of Little Tiger, and it's just a alternate paint scheme for CATastrophe. As the previous CATastrophe, the CATastrophe one that we have is just basically a tiger. This one is just purely white. This is more like an alternate color scheme for real life tigers, because there are real tigers that have white and like a whole white body and black stripes. And as for this white CATastrophe paint scheme, this I will say is not really a interpretation of Little Tiger. This is just more like an alternate paint scheme for CATastrophe and a potential World Finals paint scheme if CATastrophe qualifies for World Finals. So here's what the truck looks like. As you can see here, there's the only big difference is the difference in the color scheme. It does feature that white texture as well as the black stripes. There's the CATastrophe logo and the yellow Monster Jam logo right here. Personally, one of the coolest and probably one of my favorite trucks of this double series for this year. As you can see, this is one of my favorite paint schemes. It does feature a little bit of nostalgia for people who believe this is Little Tiger, or supposed to be an interpretation of Little Tiger, while the rest just see it as like an alternate paint style for CATastrophe. But yeah, there's really nothing much to it. It runs on a cyan chassis or turquoise chassis with a white roll cage, white wheels, and turquoise and cyan wheels. So that is it for this specific double pack. We have Husky and CATastrophe. That's all we have for this first double pack, and we're gonna move on to the best one, which is ThunderROARus and Terminal Velocity. All right, so here we are with the second double pack of the mix, and that is ThunderROARus against Terminal Velocity. I cannot wait to open this one specifically because of Terminal Velocity. Obviously, many of you come here for Terminal Velocity, and so with that, we're gonna be unboxing this this double pack right here. ThunderROARus is not too interesting, but we're gonna get to that first. But before that, we're gonna be unboxing this double pack so we can finally dive into Terminal Velocity, and I guess we can just move straight forward to ThunderROARus. So without further delay, let's unbox them. Oh dear. So I opened it pretty rough because Terminal Velocity went flying. So here's the logos, here's ThunderROARus, and there's the Terminal Velocity logo. Pretty interesting seeing the logo on a Spin Master packaging for the first time. as we might get newer releases of terminal velocity if things go well. So there's that. I do want to show the rendering of terminal velocity and what it looks like on the packaging. It does look pretty interesting to look at, which is nice. I like seeing the diversity in independent trucks. Most of you are pretty much everyone is a fan of independent trucks at this point when it comes to Spin Master making their diecasts. Alright, so here is ThunderROARus and here's terminal velocity. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to review terminal velocity. But first, let's take a look at ThunderROARus. Let's get this one out of the way. This is pretty much a re-release of ThunderROARus. There's nothing too interesting about it other than like updated graphics, and I think the paint scheme is a little more redder. I think ThunderROARus in this one is a little, would I say a little more redder or light red? This looks light red rather than purely red, as you can see in the dorsals and the spikes and whatnot. But yeah, it's pretty much just a re-release of ThunderROARus. Runs on a white chassis with a red roll cage, white wheels, and red tires. This is just a standard ThunderROARus re-release and not that interesting. So we're just gonna move on to the star of the show, or at least the star of this video, which is terminal velocity. Here he is. My goodness, for years we've been waiting for terminal velocity, and now we have a diecast. My goodness, might be nominated for one of the trucks of the year or diecast of the year for me personally, but there is a specific truck in the next doubles mix that will take first place as the diecast of the year for Spin Master Monster Jam. There is a lot to uncover here for terminal velocity here. As you can see, this is the first release of this diecast. So there might be some inaccuracies to the truck, but I really don't mind if there are inaccurate stuff to the truck. I personally just prefer the diecast the way it is. So here is what terminal velocity looks like. You can see the logo itself. The paint scheme is here. Actually, if you feel the paint scheme a little bit on here, it's a little more rough. And then the rest of it is just gloss. As you can see, there's the glossy texture, and then this texture right here of the paint scheme. It's a little not smoother, but a little rough than the glossy paint at the roof. Speaking of the roof, I'm pretty sure on the hood right here. Oh wow, that's actually pretty cool. I never noticed this, but here it is right here. You got the little torn paint scheme, the torn texture of the paint scheme right here. And on the other side as well, the headlights are orange and the grille is black. Same thing on the other side. Does feature the yellow Monster Jam logo. You can also see John Zimmer Jr.'s name right here, which is a oh my goodness, excuse me, sorry. You can see John Zimmer Jr.'s name right there, which is interesting, or a nice little detail there, because we have had diecasts before that featured drivers' names. Back in 2019, there was a Scarlet Bandit release that featured Don Cretan's name at the side of the truck, I believe. I think it was Don Cretan, or was it Jimmy Cretan? I have no idea. But I think in the 2019 release, I don't remember which truck it was, but there was a specific truck that does feature, or I think we've had a couple trucks or diecasts from Spin Master that feature the driver's name at the side of the truck. So recently we have just gotten terminal velocity with John Zimmer Jr.'s name right at the side, which is a nice little touch there to the truck. There is one thing that's inaccurate about this truck, and that the sponsoring right at the hood right here, as I mentioned previously, is not featured on the actual diecast. I think it's due to sponsorship reasons, I think, but customizers will have no problem of putting that little decal on the hood to make a fully accurate terminal velocity. So I have no problems with that. I think there is something on the that was supposed to go on the back of the actual truck compared to the diecast, so I really don't know what it could be. I have to look it up. Otherwise, if there's nothing on there, then this is pretty much the closest thing we can get to an accurate terminal velocity, and I really am all for it. So I'm hoping in the future when Spin Master makes more terminal velocity diecasts, I hope they do the blue one, the blue terminal velocity, and the purple one that just recently came out. So who knows when we'll get newer terminal velocity releases, but for now I like this version that we have so far. It's pretty nice to have So it has a gray chassis with a black roll cage, orange wheels, and black not BKT tires, but black tires. And as many of you have already heard and will probably hear from me again, this is the star of the episode. Terminal Velocity is one of the best trucks that we've gotten this year, as there is another truck that is released as well that tops Terminal Velocity, and you will see who that is once I find them. So with that, that's gonna be it for this part of the episode. Don't forget, we have a mini tournament making its return, which means that we're gonna see which one of these trucks will earn bonus points for their individual score. So we have Terminal Velocity, Monster Mutt Husky, CATastrophie, and ThunderROARus fighting for those bonus points right here at Rainbow Stadium. Here are the Series 36 trucks making their appearance on a Rainbow Stadium, and not only that, but this is the first time we're seeing these types of trucks on the track, specifically the white CATastrophie, and also this is the first stadium appearance of Terminal Velocity coming to the fleet of new generation diecasts. As you can see, we have them positioned with ThunderROARus, and then we have the white CATastrophie scheme facing against Monster Mutt Husky, which is what the matchups are going to be based on their assortment from the doubles packs. So we're going to have Monster Mutt Husky versus CATastrophie first, and then we're going to have Terminal Velocity versus ThunderROARus. Now let's head up over to the track where we will display and start our very first race, starting with Elizabeth Jennings and Monster Mutt Husky facing Arita Adesina in the white CATastrophie. We're going to put it to the test here. Once the lights turn green, it is time for those trucks to head down to the track, and once they are green, they are ready to go. As you can see, they are side by side. You can see Husky in the lead. They're getting some big air, and that is going to be a deserving win from Elizabeth Jennings and Monster Mutt Husky as she takes the win away from Arita Adesina in the white CATastrophie scheme. That's going to be unfortunate for Arita Adesina as she will not earn bonus points, but who is going to face Elizabeth? Will it be John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity or Asher Hunt in ThunderROARus? Let's see which one of these two drivers will be heading on to face Elizabeth Jennings, the current World Finals racing champion. Let's see who's going to win this one. As you can see, they're both side to side. You can see Terminal Velocity and Asher Hunt are neck and neck. Terminal Velocity looks like they have it, but no! Unfortunately for John Zimmer Jr., he's not going to make his well-earned debut here at this bonus point opportunity, or mini tournament number 5, that is. And we have determined our final matchup. It is Elizabeth Jennings and Monster Mutt Husky facing Asher Hunt in ThunderROARus. Which one of these two drivers will earn bonus points? I'm pretty sure Elizabeth Jennings has earned bonus points before after winning the 5th Cross Cup for being the only fantasy-themed truck out on the fleet. I think Asher Hunt has won bonus points as well, but one of them is about to win more. As the green light goes, and side by side, you can see they're both neck and neck. Decent air from the two, and it's going to be a win for Elizabeth Jennings in Monster Mutt Husky as she takes away the win from Asher Hunt in ThunderROARus. Looks like Elizabeth Jennings is going to earn more bonus points for her overall score, and you can see all the trucks positioned on the top there, and there is Elizabeth Jennings right at the blue lane, the same lane that helped her win those bonus points. But don't forget, we have the undisputed star of this entire diecast review, and that is John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. And as you can see, the Terminal Velocity truck looks incredible up close, including the camera angles as well. So with that, that is going to be the end of this review session here and the mini tournament session as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is Rainbow X, and we will see you in the next video. Until then, take care and enjoy this last part of the video where all 4 trucks will race against each other. Let's bring some chaos!